Hello, welcome to the first expansive live stream. I am Yartomlu, your host. Yeah, as I say, this is the first time I've done this, so it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but hopefully we'll be able to get through this together. And yeah, I thought, what a better place to start than with Spyro 1. This game is just really, really great, and yeah, we'll watch the intro together and then kick off.
It's been peaceful here in the Five Worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age, we now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Ganok character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Nork is a simple creature.
Simple?
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom.
No threat?
Besides, he is ugly.
Ugly? That does it!
Huh? Looks like I've got some things to do.
Don't call him ugly, I guess. So yeah, the adventure begins. So here we go. So yeah, as you can see already how stunning this game looks. It really is just a real joy to look at like the detail that's gone into the grass and looking at the flags, the top there, the lighting. Everything is just really been done meticulously, and it's done well. And Spyro has never looked better generally, and it's a game that really feels like it looks and fits in 2018.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the Artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
I think that something that's beautiful about this as well is that something they couldn't do with the original Spyro is the character animations and models. They look so much more lifelike now. They react to things better, and it really helps sell the overall aesthetic of the game. There's actually one animator working on the original Spyro. One.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
I see what you mean. Yeah, as you can see here, this guy is running away from me. So yeah, he actually has a bag full of gems, and of course dragons love treasure and gems, so that's exactly what I'm going to be collecting. And all the collectibles in this game, so you have gems as like sort of the primary collectible, like think of them like Sonic rings. You've also got eggs which you collect from little scavengers. They hurry around, a bit like that guy just did then. You have to catch them and collect the eggs. And also you have the dragons themselves to collect. So if you get them, then you can actually go ahead and access different levels. So what's quite cool about Spyro is that like when you move between worlds, there's different criteria to get to the next world, so you don't have to do the same thing. It really kind of mixes it up a little bit. Ah, get out my way, scum. Quite a few to really get yourself.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
Something I really like about this as well is the dragons are basically telling you how to play the game, like with hints, and they're also telling you how to do things. And it's kind of like a tutorial. So it's not necessarily like the standard sort of you've got big menu screens in front of you and telling you how it all works. It's just basically telling you how to play the game in a fun and quirky way as you go along. So it's not just sort of 10-minute tutorial session. You just go straight into the game and you learn as you go, which I think is the best way to play most things anyway. Where's that scam? Aha! here with my gem. Very good fight. So let's take a look at one of the levels in the game. This is kind of like a hub of the world, and then you get gateways to different levels as well. Real look at this game. Real looker. So I'll just tell you, the first level, to move to the next world, you actually need to find 10 dragons. So we've got 4 now.
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the right stick to get a good look.
Yeah, take a look. You can actually look around with Spyro, which is really neat. It works quite nicely. Reminds me of the cover art. Yeah, I figured Spyro would make sense as our first live stream game. We did a preview on the channel previously, which you might have seen, and I got to check out some of the levels from Gamescom. But we're going to be trying doing more of this in the future, so we're going to be looking at base games in general. So we because we do get access to a lot of different games, and it's good to show those games in action as well, because those were games that were likely going to be getting DLC at some point, and there has actually been rumours about Spyro getting DLC, probably similar in vein to how Crash Bandicoot got DLC. Yeah, it's something that we want to try and start doing going forward, so keep your eyes peeled for more streams. If this goes well, of course. I mean, if you guys don't like doing it on stage or whatever. This clam is pretty cool as well to get one of those goodies in there. Oh, look, it's another dragon.
Thanks, Spyro. I have the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Did you know that you get your longest glides by pressing the jump button at the very top of your jump?
Now I do. There's something very satisfying about just running around and just crashing through stuff and breaking it and collecting. And it's great. So that little sound there, that's your guy with the egg. And you've got to get in to get the hidden eggs, which you will need eventually. So I think you need about 5 to get to world 3 or 4. I can't remember how much exactly. I'm not sure what it was, but yeah. Matador taking a sprint. So yeah, I promised a few facts while we're playing this. One of the big ones, of course, was that Spyro was originally going to be green. He actually ended up being purple, but the reason they originally thought green is A, dragon, and B, also because he would have blended in too much of the grass. So they decided, you know what, let's not do that. Let's distinguish him from everything else in the game.
Spyro, did you see a man dressed in blue running around here? He's a thief, and he's stolen a dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg! Run! Run! I'm getting a little winded.
Oh, poor guy. Sick dragons now. Let's take a look at another level, because we've got a few we can look at. So yeah, as you may know, the original Spyro games, the first 3, were made by Insomniac Games, so you may know better now for the Spider-Man series. They also did Ratchet and Clank and Sunset Overdrive. But they lost the license, and they chose not to continue making games, and other studios took on those. Spyro then appeared on like the GameCube, he was on the Game Boy Advance, he was on pretty much every other format going. It's quite strange because originally he was just a PlayStation exclusive. But what's also odd about that is that Universal actually had the license to publish the games, and they actually sublet that license to Sony. So it was never like, you know, they're never actually officially under the Sony banner 100%. But yeah, obviously that's Spyro has now gone multi-platform, and this is actually out on Xbox One as well. And we're assuming at some point it's going to come to Switch. I mean, you know, it's pretty much all the word is out there right now. When Crash Bandicoot came on Switch, and it's done very well there. So, in theory, but you never know with these games. You can never take anything for granted. But it would seem silly not to bring it to Switch, right? So, is this your guys' first time seeing Spyro? Did you play the games originally, or is this the first time you're ever seeing a Spyro game? Let us know. Alright, let's see what else we got in this area. Some use it. So what I like about Spyro as well is that you have to really mix up your strategies. So you can't just burn everything in sight. Some enemies you have to charge. Some you have to charge first, then burn. Vice versa. It's quite unique in that sense. Like every enemy seems to have something different, and you have to approach them in a different way. Like that, for instance, as me charging straight in and I get clubbed over the head. Put that shield up, so I have to barge him down. Same with this guy, bang. But if they didn't have that shield up, I could just fry them. So that's what I really like about Spyro. It's different. Stop me. Dragon.
Big enemies like this Nork with the club cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that should defeat them.
Of course, this was made by Toys for Bob. Toys for Bob originally worked on the Skylanders games, which Spyro was in as well. And a lot of people assumed that was going to be Spyro's fate. They assumed once Skylanders came out, that was the death of the dragon, so to speak. But no, clearly not. And you can see how much these guys love the intellectual property as well, which I think is great. Fantastic job just recreating this for a new audience. They've given it a new lease of life, and honestly I think we're at a point now where we might even see a second Spyro game based off the back of this, because it just feels right, you know. It feels like it belongs in 2018, and it feels like a franchise that, you know, has its place. And we can never get enough platformers, right? I mean, platformers that are done well.
If you prove your worth by rescuing 10 dragons, then you may use this balloon to fly to a new world.
So that's pretty cool. But in another world, the next world, you actually need to collect enough gems. So it basically mixes it all up, and it makes it feel a bit different for each time you try to, you know, when you want to move around. Again, like I said, it mixes things up. So this is the level I played in my preview at Gamescom, so we'll see how it looks now. Whoosh! It's looking great. Really smooth. Some of that lamb chop. There's nothing quite as satisfying as just being able to run around and just like destroy everything in the path. It's very satisfying. Screw you, Gandalf. Bang! Headbutting is really cool as well. Oh, there's no dragon. Unleash the dragon!
After you've freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya!
See ya! Wouldn't wanna be ya! Oh! Why'd I get stuck there? Oh, what's down here? Whee! Oh, another dragon. Oh, boo. How dare you interrupt my flow. Ah, Gavin. Gavin the dragon, of course. Been waiting to find him.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
I love how individually characterized these dragons are. They're so different and unique, each one of them. They're great. Yeah, I'm going to do a full review on Spyro on the site by the end of the week. I need to play a bit more time on the other games, to be honest. I've had a pretty damn good go at Spyro 1. I've got through quite a bit of it now. But the other two, I need to spend a bit more time with just to see how they fare. But I can safely say to you, this is pretty awesome, and yeah, it's a great game. And honestly, this time of year, it's crazy competitive. I mean, we've got Hitman 2 as well, which we're going to be doing a stream of at some point as well. That is really, really a lot of fun. Obviously, Red Dead has just come out, which is like taking over everything everywhere. And then you've got Fallout as well, which I spent a bit of time in the beta. I'm not 100% sold on Fallout. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, there's something about it that just didn't quite sit right with me. But let me know if you enjoyed it.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
No, never. Spyro never gets into trouble. Just look at the attention to detail on that. Flags and the distance there with the castle. And it's what a game. Really, really stunning looking game. Well, I got my 10 dragons, but I want to show you guys something else before I do go to the next world, because we do have a boss battle here. Kind of a boss battle, actually. I wouldn't really class it as that, but this I guess, was their version of a boss battle. And there's also a special level where you can kind of float around and try to get as much collectibles as you can. So, yeah. Lots to do in this world. Oh, by the wrong way. Get out of my way. So this is probably the first trophy you're going to get in the game, right? So this. Bit of hop and jump. And look at that. Secret passage. Sorry, that was my horrible impression of doing a Zelda. So Spyro was voiced by Tom Kenny in the original second and the third games. They actually replaced the voice actor from the first game. I'm not quite sure why. I don't really know what the deal was with that. But Tom Kenny is best known for his roles in sort of Adventure Time and Rocko's Modern Life. Whoops! Sorry, guys. Yeah, you can see what you need to do here. So, like, you need to collect planes, barrels, chests, and arches. And basically, you can do them all in one as well, should you be able to do that. I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to be completely upfront with you. But here we go. We'll see what we can do. Whee! Yeah, something tells me this is going to be #1 game next week. Not Fallout. Got a hunch. It always blows me away a little bit though how well Crash Bandicoot did. I mean, especially earlier this year, sorry, when it came up for Xbox and Switch. Oh wow, I'm doing terribly, sorry. Yeah, it really impressed me, like how much it was able to kind of, you know, improve upon its sales and actually just get more attention. But again, it's the power of Switch, I think. I mean, Xbox, sure, I'm sure it sold really well, but it was that portability. And in some ways, it might even be smart that they delayed it on Switch slightly, so it's like a second lease of life for this game outside of the crazy busy Christmas period. I've got to be honest, I might grab this on Switch. This is fun. Wow. This is Sucky McSuckerson. Yeah, dragons do not like water. Dragons suck at water. Show you the boss battle as well. So yeah, another really interesting tidbit was that the original pitch had Spyro called Pete. So that he actually was going to be like Pete's dragon. Yeah, I don't think Disney would have particularly liked that too much, but you never know. I mean, you know, Disney might have been like, oh, that's fine, yeah, you can just copy the intellectual property that we made famous, that's totally fine. But, yeah, and also apparently Spyro was originally going to be much darker. The family-friendly focus actually came thanks to Mark Kearney, who you may know who worked on a little game called Knack, and Knack 2, you know, the BAFTA-nominated Knack. But yeah, and he was actually the director at Universal at the time, and he encouraged him to
do that again.
The Artisan's boss is through a portal behind me. You can challenge him now, if you feel you are ready.
Do we feel like we're ready, folks? I think we're ready. I think we can take this guy. Toasty! Wow, liked him, man. That's sick. Yeah, let's confront Toasty. Oh, now these things make me hate doggos. And I know, like, how can anyone hate doggos? Come on, dude. I don't hate doggos. I love doggos. Doggos are like my soul animal. But These are some annoying pooches. They pounce you. Putrid coochies, we'll call them. They probably actually have a name, but I'm just like sabotaging that. Screw you, buddy. Get a hold of yourself. Oof. Dogs are ruthless. Hey, another dragon. Unleash the dragon. Oh, it's Nevin. My boy Nevin.
Nasty Nork has put one of his most devious henchmen in charge of the artisan world.
Bring him on! I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. Toasty has many tricks up his sleeve.
Yay! You have collected all of the dragons. You are the master dragon hunter. There is a little secret area here which I can blow. I'm not really sure about the credentials of this guy as a boss, I have to say. He's a little on the lackluster side. But, you know, he does have some really ferocious doggos guarding his treasure, so you never know. I mean, you know, I've seen flakier bosses. But yeah, check him out. Jack Skellington over there. Oof! Crushing doggos strikes again. Get your butt in there. Ugh. So did you know as well that development was partly inspired by the 1996 film Dragonheart, which I think starred Sean Connery? I want to say Sean Connery? I may be completely wrong. But yeah, that's what kind of like inspired the darker aesthetic that they were looking for to make a sure action adventure with a dragon. Which could have been interesting, but I'm kind of glad that they chose not to do that. Ooh! Loved me on the head. So that's this one. We got 100 gems as well. We rock, people. A virtual high five. Alright. So let's go and have a look at this other world. A whole new world. Sorry. Speaking of the music, it was actually made by the drummer of the Police. Not the actual police, you know, like not the cops.
I see
but you know, the Sting band. So they did a few songs you might know, like
Roxanne. Are you ready to go?
Oh, I didn't want to stay here. Sorry.
On, Spyro.
Got a Peacekeepers. Yeah, so they did Roxanne, A Message in a Bottle, stuff like that. And yeah, the drummer actually created the score. He got access to early builds of the game. And yeah, he basically crafted it. He said it's one of his best works he's ever done. So that's pretty cool. And the best story of all, his son Patrick was so into games in general that he got a job in Insomniac. Wow. Pretty good. But you can see where the inspiration has come from for, like, you know, Spider-Man and for Ratchet and Clank and other games like that from Insomniac. Who, you know, the whole gliding mechanic feels so fresh and unique in Spyro. It's just there was nothing really else like it on the market at the time.
Welcome to Peacekeepers. Look how our treasure has been stolen and turned against us. Please, recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect treasure. Got it.
Okay. Will do. Homeboy. Oof. See ya. Wouldn't run to be ya. Bang. Ooh. That's a fail. My favourite of these guys put up actually. These little guys. Oh, quick! Get in the tent! Oh, quick! Get in the tent! Oh no, I don't want to get in! Ha 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 ha! Wait, don't show me your butt! Ow. Bet it feels like you just had a Vindaloo. Oh, quick, in that hut, and they can't find us in there. Oh, yeah. Because the fabric of the tent so can withstand the power of the flame. Magnus Magnuson. Oh my god.
Hey, Spyro. Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting you. Make sure to keep him strong by feeding him lots of butterflies.
Right.
The Magic Crafter's world is far away and very dangerous. Maybe if you find 1,200 stolen treasure, I'll show it to you.
So there you go. It shows you that it's slightly different now. You don't get dragons this time. We need to get as many gems as you can. So that's got to be our focus now when we do that. It's quite cool, as I say, mix things up a little bit. We're gliding in the air. Spyro doesn't ever care. And yeah, speaking about the gliding, they actually got a NASA scientist in to help them with that. So he actually helped with the camera control of the game, and also he looked at the kind of the feel and the flow of it, and yeah, that's why it feels so good. It's actually come from a NASA specialist. Crazy. Boom. In all my years of life, I've never seen a metal-clad poncho. But here we are. This is 2018, man. Anything goes. Woo! Boom. What you cooking in that pot, huh? What you cooking? Better be a stew. Or it better not be dragon stew. Ooh, ooh. You know what? Just don't care. Ooh! I did not know the button that didn't work. I wanted to really butter off the Elijah. Felt aggrieved. Ow! Oh, it's one of my crew. It's Halvo.
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't work on metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
See, it's good call. I really like the, that kind of tutorial nature of things. It's great. Don't. Ooh. Seth Rollins would say, burn it down. Burn it down! Cool. Ah, here's one of the little scamps. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm not gonna get you. Wait, how are you outspeeding me? This is not on. Oh, so close, so close, so close. Oh. God damn it. Ah, grow up. Yeah, little type. Ha! Who's the dragon now? Who's the dragon? I'm the dragon. Don't. Yeah, I would say the consensus on this is quiet. This is a lot of fun, especially if you love a good platformer. And if for some reason you missed the first games the first time around, then yeah, this is unmissable. This is like, forget the other Spyro games that have come out over time, like the PS2 games and stuff. This is, the originals are far and away the best. There's no comparison. And who knows, if we support it, we might get another one. That'd be so cool. I will say though, some of the mechanics perhaps feel a little bit dated in this day and age. So like, it's almost too faithful in some ways. Like the camera I mentioned earlier is a little bit hit and miss at times, and I guess it becomes a tad repetitive at times. You know, with like say Mario Odyssey, you move from level to level and everything felt so fresh and different, whereas in Spyro it can feel a little bit, even though the aesthetic is different, it still feels a bit samey at times.
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
So what is on the other side? Yeah, I suppose that's the really cool thing, is that you look at that environment over there, and it's something you can swoop to. Like I'm going to try and figure out how to do it now, but it's something you can get to. And I think that was one of the first original times in the game of this kind of size and scale that really felt achievable, you know? It's brilliant. Let's see now, how do we do that? Whoosh. No! In the poison sludge. We're going to call a wrap to this very soon, folks, but I hope you've enjoyed this first stream. It is something we're going to continue to do over time, and I'm hoping to try and do them quite regularly as well. So we do get access to a lot of really cool things. Probably the next thing we do is Hitman 2 now, especially with the elusive contract coming up very soon, and we want to just show off a bit of the game as well. We do, like I say, we're going to stick to just reviewing DLC on this channel, so we're not going to be seeing reviews of base games. But live streams especially, I think, is something that it's a good way to show the game off and talk a bit about it without, you know, just kind of doing a full-blown review as such. But no, don't worry, DLC stuff is going nowhere, and in fact, it's still going to be the main priority. But if you've got any recommendations of things you would like to see of any of the major games at the moment you've not played, or you're interested in seeing some video, do let us know in the comment section, of course. Yeah, we say we get access to a lot of things, but there are certain things we haven't checked out yet. Trying to figure out if I can get across the other side, but I'm not sure. What am I missing? Oops, why didn't I just use the bridge? I should shoot the bridge. Yeah, I think we'll call it time here, guys, but thank you so much for tuning in and showing your continued support. I really appreciate it. Yeah, look forward to a Hitman stream soon. We might even stream the other two Spyro games at some point as well, because why not? Because they're all awesome. But thanks again for all of your support, and we'll see you next time.